Yeah. I could easily be a trade. I basically am one. Chris, what are you doing? Can I help with anything here? No, can't. It's all good.
Is that no, I can't, or no, I don't want to? It's dirty.
It's way too dirty for me. It's just way too dirty for me to get involved. I wanted to offer help, but maybe inside when we're playing with some clean pipe.
You can go and play with that now if you want.
Let's go play with some pipe. Let's go play with some pipe. This is what I do, by the way, occasionally. I just arrive on site and completely distract people on what they're actually meant to be doing. One thing that's worth addressing, because everyone's going to be thinking, why is it like Monument has just been sick on you with brand new product? We have a fantastic relationship over with our friends over at Monument Tools. So when they looked at doing the verified build and they said, can we sponsor it? We said, well, to be honest with you, it's less around tool, it's more about materials. But they went, okay, who's the engineer? Chris, Monument Master. Solid wink to the camera, by the way. It's just been kitted out with some brand new Monument products. So throughout the build, you're going to see lots of Monument products. But we're also going to get me potentially using some of this stuff today, because what I want to do is get a bit of a closer understanding to what you have to do when you're putting a boiler on the wall. So the boiler's going here. What's next?
We're going to have a little play with some copper.
I'll do that.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, you got your boots on.
I've got my boots on. Safety first.
So in our box of goodies, burn mat.
Burn mat, definitely need this.
Blow lamp, definitely need one of those. I'll take that. Gas.
Helps.
That's it, poker in. Give it a test. So you want to turn your gas on. Don't point it at anybody. That's it.
Works. That's the dial. What does that dial do?
That'll lock it on and off. So there's a little spark electrode in there. So as you click it, there's a little spark and it ignites the gas which comes through.
Okay. What's this do?
That, if you turn it on, so click it in, push that down, turn it, holds on so you're not gonna, and then if you just pull the trigger again, knocks it off.
Now to use a blow lamp.
First we've got to do is we've got to cut the copper. So we've got some nice shiny new.
Virgin Tools, honest question. I've seen that you can buy a replacement blade. Do you ever do that, or do you just buy a new cutter?
I've normally got a pack of blades knocking around. Unless it's starting to, what we call travel. So as you start cutting around the pipe, you get a groove going down the pipe. Then I just throw them in the bin. Pack of nice shiny flux brushes.
What's flux?
It's an agent which helps.
By the way, if you're wondering why there's so many cuts between these shots, it's because Chris is Googling some of this. I'm joking.
It's a cleaning agent for the copper, and it helps solder run. So we heat it up to a melting temperature, and it will only stick if we put our flux on it. So it's a cleaning agent and a kind of a binding agent. So that's our solder. Nice new flux brush.
I'm really enjoying myself, by the way, now. I'm normally doing this all day.
That's my...
Or this, just talking to Harry.
My day rate painting brush.
Day rate painting brush.
And then also, we have some cleaning strips. So this is kind of like sandpaper, but less harsh. So what this does, rip a bit off. We use that to clean or prep copper pipe. You rub that around there, we wouldn't be able to solder onto that because it's dirty.
There you go.
That's what we want it like all the way around.
But you're only going to do that on the bits that you solder?
Yes.
Not clean the whole pipe system? No. Okay, cool.
Right, so let's start with, get a bit of 15mm out.
You know when you came and quoted this job, is this all the stuff that you've got to factor in? Because I know this isn't cheap. How much is a bundle of this as an example?
That is about £200.
That bundle there is £200? Yeah. And you're trusting me with any of this?
You're paying for it, so.
Valid point.
Should we try some bending first?
Yeah, let's do a bend.
Right, so with our 15mm benders.
Have you used these before?
Yes.
How do you rate the Monument 15mm benders, the new one?
I'm a big fan of them.
Why?
Ease, size, and that.
You're wiggling the former to me.
Yes.
Why does that matter?
I've spent more money on formers or guides than I have benders because it's not attached.
Okay, well, let's have a go.
Stick them together like that, and that's it.
Okay. So what are we doing now? What am I bending?
Cut a bit of copper. Let's cut a decent sized bit, that'll do.
What's the arrow? The direction of cut?
Yes.
Okay.
Try it the other way, it won't work.
Well, what makes a good cut on a bit of pipe for you?
That.
Why?
Nice and clean, nice and straight, no rough edges.
I keep hearing the word burring. What is that?
You get the internal burr. If you look at that end, which is kind of a machined end, that's fairly open, fairly flat. If you turn that around, you see how it kind of concaves in? That's a burr. It's kind of squashing the copper in a bit before it pierces it and goes round. So you get deburring tools.
Oh, and that goes in the end and you spin it round.
Spin it round and it just...
Pipe back up.
Yes.
When would you ever need to do that?
You should do it on every cut, even though it's ever so minute.
What next?
What next? We're going to put it in the bender.
How?
Right, So if you take...
By the way, is this what it's like when you have an apprentice? Have you literally got to explain like everything? I feel like I'm an apprentice first day
Yeah.
right
This is it. You've got to talk them through
every step of the way.
every step.
See, I know all this stuff, guys, really. I'm just taking you on the journey with me. What are we doing?
So you're going to put your pipe in there like that. Take that off. That's it. Put your pipe in there like that. You're then going to put that one with your former on the top. That's it. Hook it round. Nice and easy.
Pick an angle, any angle.
Whatever angle you want.
I feel like I'm being tested here. Oh.
Squeeze.
Oh. I went too far.
Right, pop that off, and then you can pull your copper out. There you go.
Oh, I went a bit too far.
A good way to tell if it is 90, if you've not got anything around, stick it in the door frame. This bit's the extension, so it might not be too bad.
That's basically there. It's my 90-degree bend, that is.
Sprag it back a little bit.
Perfect. What's next?
Try a bit of soldering.
Soldering. We've got this thing down here called the sweat box.
No,
so how does this work?
These are heat resistant. You lift it up, thread it through there, and then that keeps it off the ground, nice and solid, so you're not got to worry about propping it up.
What are we soldering here?
Let's start with something easy. We'll do an elbow. That's it, that'll do. Then we're going to get our flux. Try a nice shiny elbow.
So I guess what I'm doing is I'm applying the flux as deep down the pipe as that collar's going around that.
Yeah.
Is that right? Okay.
You can always wipe off, so it's always better to put a little bit too much on than not enough.
Too much, too little. Just right.
Maybe slightly excessive, but for your first time, let's run with it.
Okay, nice.
Slip that on. Right, and as you can see, we've got a load of excess there.
Okay, how do you clean it?
Clean it, wipe it round. You ready to rock and roll?
Didn't realise how close that was to my face.
What are you doing there?
Deburring. My guy's testing me. Basically a plumber. Oh, what's this bad boy?
That is a deburrer, and also it creates a chamfer on the other end.
I'm going to assume.
Pokey pokey, push and twist.
Pokey pokey, push and twist.
Yeah.
Life of a heating engineer.
T-bird.
We're good. I'm going to call that done. We're clean.
Clean, flux it up.
Flux.
What we missed out.
Can't wait for someone to judge my soldering skills on social media. Thinking this guy's not a plumber. I know. Fully aware. All right.
Yeah, so with your solder, you just go for it. With your solder.
Yep.
Like that, so you're pushing down on it.
Yep.
What you'll do is, you'll hold that near, you'll heat around the fitting, all around, all sides, keep it flowing round, and then you push this into that joint.
All right.
Watch my box!
Said it was heat resistant.
Keep it closer, a bit closer. Hottest part of your flame is just there. That's it, push it in. Push it in. Right, take your gas away because it's too hot now. See, it's too hot. So it's not running now, it's just boiling on the top.
That's too hot at that point.
Too hot to solder.
So I know what to do, but I guess I don't know how to do it well. Never done this before.